only using loops or something like this, okay? There are other components. So in this course, I cannot teach everything. I can only urge you guys to try that. And some more thing, one of the things, when you're writing Python, very typical way is to use standard input, standard output, right? Because let's say you are asking for reading data from a get method, then it will be environment variable. But if it's post method, it will form standard input. Okay, so you need to process everything from standard input, or you want to produce things. Okay, you want to print something onto the standard output. Okay. Now what I'm teaching here is only a Python 2 point something version, not Python 3. Right? Python 3 for the output it will be changing a lot. Okay, so maybe it is not time for teach about Python 3 because our standard system, Jim is recommending you guys to use OpenShift. Okay, so the OpenShift is only providing you a Python 2.7, right? 6, 2.6. Okay, so 2.6 only. So if you look for some books, those books talk about Python 3 features, forget about it. Okay, or you can import some future tag. Okay, in a Python. I don't know Python 2.6. Python 2.7 you can include future tag. Okay, so as to use it. Okay, so we will go on to use old version of Python now. To open a file, very similar to C. Basically, you know, every scripting language is a copy and paste from either Perl or C. Okay, Python is the same. Python is very close to Perl, and Perl will also very close to C. So it will use a double quote R, double quote W, double quote A to open the file. Okay. Now what's next? Next is to tell you how many ways to read the input. Okay. Which is very powerful in the sense that I really love this. Okay. This is the most easiest way to read things. Okay. What is that? So what is system? System is the thing that you have to import to this. Okay. So here I launch a Python. So you import SYS. Then you can list out the things inside of SYS. Remember, I talked about you can avoid using the web page documentation. You can always no, it's not list. Okay, dir. Okay, dir and find many things. Okay, are they similar to you guys? Can you find some names that you already know? Can you find some names that you haven't heard of? How about this? Send error, send in, send out. What are the things that you have already heard of in other languages? Not single family version. Okay. Yeah, PS1. Okay, so how many of you know PS1? If you're geeky enough, you know what is PS1. Not that Sony thing, okay? Not Sony, okay? PS1. No one knows? You know, okay? Anthony, you should be changing that, right? You change the prompt of the shell, set sh, right? Yeah, so you should know what is PS1. Okay, so what is PS1? When the prompts show up, okay, when the prompts show up, you can see the ty1 and blah machine and then a $sign. Okay, that thing is called PS1. Okay, so any other things that you may heard of? Don't look at copyright. Some other things. Not much you have heard of in other languages. What? Standard error. Right. This bunch of things. So when we have subversion. It's not that subversion, huh? Okay. So you can see that if you include standard, standard input, you need to import SYS, and then you can use the read. I love this. Okay. It will read from a file until UF. Wow. So that means that you will just get the entire, let's say you open a file, this time it's not the standard input, then you will get the entire thing into a file. Very cool. How about this guy? This guy is standard in, that means that it will read until the end of your keyboard input. Okay? So we can try that. Let's say A equal to SYS stop. Let me clean this. Pull it down, I know it's hard to see. Okay, good. So it is a standard in dot read. Okay, so you keep typing, don't stop. Okay, then when you want to stop, Control D. Okay, it's done. So let's check A. So A will be this bunch of things with entering in between. Okay. What's that? I mean, what is that song? Interesting, huh? So how about others? Others is I mean, it's a variations only, right? If you don't say anything about the parameter, then it will read until the end. If you say something about a parameter, it will be 10 bytes. Let's say you put 10 there, so it will at most get you 10 bytes. At most, I mean that let's say the standard input is more than 10 bytes, then give you 10 bytes. If your standard input only contains 3 bytes, then give you 3 bytes. Okay, which is powerful. Let's say that your input program, okay, require you to read the first 10 bytes, okay, then we'll be using this. Or this is a very good at processing a text file. What is that? Oh, powerful, huh? One line. Okay, just one line. Read lines and then become an array of lines. Okay, so very powerful, huh? It's one line. Okay, or you just don't care about anything. Okay, I just want line by line input in a for loop. Okay, you still love the C style. Let's see a use of for loop to read it. Okay, we can have this just for in SYS dot standard in. Okay, this is very close to what I used to write in Perl. Okay, very close to it and looping every lines. Okay, but as a matter of fact, it will also contain a ending new line. Okay, so I will need to strip it. Okay, so this is one way. And how about writes? You can use print. Print is by default go to standard output. Now, what if you don't want to print your standard output? You want to print to other things. First, you have to open it and then dot write. Okay, so dot write there is no other format. Okay, I can skip this. And remember, Python is too broad, okay? I cannot cover everything. I just want to enable you guys to start writing web app using Python, okay? If you don't like it, okay, sorry, this is our department, okay? Take it, okay? And I guess you will kind of, I don't say love it, but you will appreciate how flexible or how powerful it is, okay? So let's go to the next thing. Back in the 1990 something, okay, I first start learning web app, okay, and there will be a very important chapter, okay, 1990 something, it's 1998, basically. Important chapter of what? Important chapter on string processing, okay. So why we need it? Basically, when you have the input string, the query string, it is already in a format that you have to chop off the equal sign, chop off the ampersand sign, so on and so forth. So basically, you need a tools for me to break it into some formats. Okay? If it is C, you will have a disaster, right? Writing C that string, I want to chop off in a certain way and print it in a format. Okay, it's a disaster. So back in my time, okay, I used Perl to do it, and Perl started the entire, not area, but a timeline from starting from Perl until even now. Nearly all programming language now accept what we call Perl-style regular expression. Okay, and today we will also teach you guys this. Why we teach it here? Later on, you will also find it useful when you are using JavaScript. JavaScript will have this Perl style, or later on you don't want to have a Python. Okay, you want to change it into PHP. Okay, you use your PHP to write your project. Then that also contains the regular expression. Okay. So I mean, in a world of string processing, Perl is really the king. Okay, it was the king. I would say was the king. Now this thing already inside every languages. Okay. Today we will. I don't think today I can complete everything. So I will talk about matching, extraction, and replacement. Okay, and replacement later on I will also tell you how to replace a pattern and plug that pattern into a function. Do you know what I'm talking about? So let's say I want to replace one pattern. Let's say replace every ty1 to a bad guy, okay, to the string called bad guy, okay. So this is a very easy translation, right? But how about translate ty1 and plug it in a program, and that program will generating strings like bad guy, small guy, okay, randomly with these three strings. Can you do it? Okay. So I later on will talk about also plugging function into it. Okay. So let's take a look at matching. Matching is easy. Matching is very easy. You can if you have a laptop now, you can use the browser or what? And you know, CHK stuff is like that. Suddenly give you a surprise. Okay, so let me close this. CGI. Okay. No, CGI. Vector expression. Okay, so I already have a mesh.cgi program here. Okay. How I deployed it, I just push all the code to OpenShift and let OpenShift execute the results for us. Okay. So let me enlarge a bit. Good. Okay, you can see it now. So what we are going to do, I want to do something. I want to have a set of strings, okay? And the set of strings contain characters, and I want to know which string contains the substring OK. That's all. In C, how can you do it? String and compare, right? You use string and compare and loop through everything, string and compare, or strings. There is a called string, right? To look for substring. Okay. Now, how about in Python? Okay. Python, you know, string is an object, so I will say string and then use the function to trigger the search, and the search is fine. Okay. If you want to know what is fine, yeah. Okay. So what is that? Help. Type like this, then you will know what is fine. Okay, so it will return you the lowest index in S, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's take a look at my output. Okay, I just have an array. Okay, this is not first, it's list. L without IST. If it's LIST, it's become the list of this class. Okay, so it's without the I. Okay, so it's list. I have OK, you win. OK, goodbye, but this K is small letter. OK, both are lowercase, and here, lookup contain a capital letter OK here. Okay? Now, look at this code. There's this code. So what I'm going to do is the find will return me the index containing OK. Now, when I go through the lookup, okay, if it is -1, it means that I cannot find anything. So look at the output here. So what is the output here? It will say that the first line is okay, no problem. And every line here, if it contains a capital letter OK, then it will return you true. Now what I'm going to do next, okay, which is it Victor? Victor sending me message. Oh no, okay, it's another one. Okay, so then what's next? Next is I want to match more. Let's say I want to have a case-insensitive match. So I want to look for uppercase OK as well as uppercase O, smaller case K, so on and so forth. Okay, so for case-insensitive search, I cannot use this find. Find it sucks. Okay, it cannot do something like this. It's just a case-sensitive thing. So in that case, we will start using regular expression. So when it's regular expression search, first you have to import RE. Okay, so it stands for regular expression module. Then you will start the search by supplying the pattern, okay, and the string that you want to match. And also state that you want to ignore the case in the search. And then you will have something like this. Okay, so I guess it's straightforward to you guys. I just want to be clear about the syntax, because next I will ask you to do another thing. What is another thing? Okay, So my goal changed a bit. Okay, I don't want to look for OK, but I want to look for a set of file names. You supply me a set of file names. Okay, and I want to look for files with an extension txt. Okay, and this is not a joke. Okay, some people may want to look for, let's say, to go for your www account, the directory, and look for whether there's an MP3, ISO, or LOL.zip, something like that. Okay, I know some people not having LOL.zip, but what is that? AOE.zip or AOC.zip, right? Those who love it already have that zip file. Huh? So I want to look up. Now I simplify the case. I don't want AOE.zip. AOE.zip. I want TXT files only. Okay. Can this or how this program fail us? How does this program fail us? I only say that there are false positive matches. Can you tell me what exactly this line means? Still remember this find what this find is doing? Look for a substring. If it has that substring, tell me it is match or not match. Okay? So I want to have an extension txt. Why it failed me? Hello? Except txt. No. It will look into the big string and find that, oh, there is a part called txt, then tell you there exists a txt in that string. So I already say it very clear. Can you refine your answer? If that's the case. It's not the extension. How about, can you give me a counter example?
Yeah.
Which one?
Another example.
Yeah, this is the counter example, right? If I have a file called hello.txt with the extension, it will say match. The file only names is txt match. Hello.txt.jpg match. Okay? So this is what I want. How can we be very exact that I want the last part of the string? First of all, the last part of the string is extension, right? And the last part of the string containing txt, is this sufficient? No, it's not sufficient. What is the meaning of last part of the string is txt? This also satisfies my previous sentence, right? So this is not sufficient. I want another condition. First, the condition is last part of the string, last three characters is txt plus before that txt there should be a dot, or I should say the last four characters is dot txt, right? How can we do it? Okay, in C, okay, maybe you think, oh, I look back, okay, backwards, okay, I look the string backwards, okay, whether it's txt dot, okay, yes, oh, then we reply that it is okay. But is there any other means, okay, if it is the case that I have to change this into a for loop, okay, for loop to look through every characters. So based on this motivation, I have to teach you something else in order to guide you to a new way to call it. Again, I will use a RE.search pattern. Okay, what we are going to, how can I motivate you guys? Okay, I have this table. Okay, no one interested in remembering this. Now, I give you a very, very good example, and that example I cannot